for, waiting for, waiting for. There's what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you're waiting for, waiting for, waiting for. There's what you're waiting for. what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. That's what you're waiting for. Waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting, 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 waiting for. Keep holding on. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. That's what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. That's what you're waiting for. Waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting, 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 waiting for. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. It's what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. That's what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. That's what you're waiting for. Waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting, 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 waiting for. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. It's what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. That's what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. That's what you're waiting for. Waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting, 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 waiting for. Keep holding on.
Right then, let's get it going then, shall we, everybody? Welcome in, welcome along. It is Helheim Racing, of course, here at 9 PM. We never fail to miss it. And we never fail to miss it. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, it's good. It's good to be here. It's really good to be here. And of course, Helheim always delivers. It really does. 14 people, not as many as these guys normally get. Normally around 17. But does it matter? No, it doesn't. We're going to get some good racing action today from all of the boys here in Helheim. Of course, I've been speaking to RJ, and apparently, from what I've been told, qualifying times are looking quick and close is the key words there. So today should be a good one with 16 minutes to go on the clock for qualifying. 14 drivers here in Qatar. It's a very fast and flowing track. Personally, one of my favourites to commentate and to race on. It is great. Great fun, just great all over. It is brilliant stuff. And a lot of people in the chat today as well. Critical Presence showing his support, which is nice to see. Bat Me God as well. And of course, we've got the newcomer tonight in the race. Wherever he is. Hang on a minute. So we've got Lone Wolf, of course, which I'm not too sure which one he is in here. Maybe, yeah, I've got no idea actually. He's gonna have to tell me that. But anyway, everybody, 15 minutes on the clock, and yeah, it's gonna be great, isn't it? Helheim Racing, always a good one here in qualifying. The first times we've been put on the board soon here in quali, and there is a McLaren over the line now, just starting his flying lap of Kick Melody. I've been told that Betty is watching along on the stream, so hopefully you enjoy tonight, mate. And yeah, today should be, of course, very good. The track looks very populated at the moment. A lot of people out there on the track. And of course, before we get properly going, I'd like to mention I've been monetized on Twitch, and I have set adverts up just for the sole reason that it should slightly help me with the streaming software for payment. So I've set it up for that. I'm just kind of testing the waters with it, so if it's too much adverts, I can try and do my best, but I haven't really set it to very much, so it should be okay for today. But Elmez going very slowly. Rebel driver is Lone Wolf in the chat. Where's the other Rebel driver? Oh, I'm confused. Anyway, Gambit in the Mercedes 1:21.934 on time for qualifying. Over the line then, rated into second place. Keltman taking third. Mike over the line in fourth here in qualifying so far, in the early times being put on the board for us here in quali, which is great to see. Some great times as well. Of course, I was talking to RJ, like I mentioned, and he was saying 1:21s is the times that the faster boys are doing, including RJ, and he's done a 1:22.4 for his banker. So he is most likely going to be up there today. He's already up there in third, rated in second place. Kick Mays in fourth. If you can't tell, I'm very excited to today. I really am, because it's Qatar. The track is so fast. It's just so fast and flowing. The racing is just superb. And Keltman is into 6, Critical Presence into 5, and Betty joins us in the chat with a highlighted message as well, because you can do all that fancy stuff in the chat now, which I actually don't understand. But that's great. That's great. Let's go Gambit. We've got a Gambit supporter for today, and he is already on the provisional poll. He does win a lot here in Helheim, and he's just overall an incredibly fast driver, along with many other people here at Helheim. But of course, this man is something else. The driver standings, though, are as follows. Betty, who isn't here with us today, is leading the World Championship standings, and he leads by 42 points then, with Migsy of course, Gambit in second place. The two Mercedes lock out the 1 and 2, which is nice to see. Doing very well for themselves. Kick Melody then comes in third on the driver's standings. He's currently fourth in qualifying. Then Big Bazooms is in 4, on air with Mike in 5. RJ in 6 in the McLaren. So the two McLarens are 3 and 6 then on points, which isn't too bad to be fair at all. Crazy Hurdler in 7, Rated F1 in 8, and Bat Me God in 9. So the two Red Bulls come as a pair in 8 and 9. Elmer's in 10, Crit in 11, JC 12, Eldo 13, Venom 14, Peter 15, T-Pain 16, Countman 17, Jono 18, Romerda in 19, STE in 20, Ariel in 21, and Abraham in 22 on points today, everybody. And you know what, we'll quickly go to the constructors standing show. I'll just quickly put you on a lap with somebody. You know, Venom, he's a fast guy. We'll quickly have a look at the constructors standing. So Mercedes, of course, as they are 1 and 2 in the drivers, are currently 135 points clear of the rest. McLaren second, Aston Martin in third, Sauber 4, Red Bull 5, Racing Bulls in 6, Ferrari 7, Haas 8, Alpine 9, and Williams 10. The reason I was rushing, never mind. I was going to say, the reason I was rushing was Venom was up on time, but unfortunately invalidated that time around, and he's ruined it for himself this time. But oh my god, I can't even speak. That was awful. I'm sure he's going to bring it back for himself. I'm sure he is. But Rated's in second place. I didn't even notice. This man is doing good for himself today. Second place in the Red Bull. Rated is going to do well for his championship standings here today with points, and yeah, it's going to be very beneficial if he can keep it there. But 9 of you in the stream chat today. It's brilliant. Oh my god, my mind is mashed. It is. Good to see you. Thank you for being here, everybody. And yeah, I do appreciate everything. Everything you guys do. Being here it is great. But of course, Helheim Racing always delivers 14 people, and that is going to be some crazy overtaking today. Crazy stuff. The racing is just incredible around here in Qatar, and hopefully these boys can do it. No rain in qualifying. I don't think these guys actually have. I think it's dry weather, isn't it, here in Helheim, so we shouldn't be bothered about that. But down the main straight, people coming out of the pit lane. It's a Ferrari, a Red Bull, out of that pit lane now. But many on their out laps, a few on the flying laps, such as Kick Melody, who just begins his flying lap now into the right-hander. Pushing on this lap, everybody, with 9 minutes to go. But I'd like to mention, I've got my adverts. If you are fancying an ad-free stream and maybe a few extra little cheeky stuff in the Twitch, you are actually able to subscribe to me now. I don't really know how it works very well, but I know that if you subscribe to me, I think you do it per month, you will get no adverts. So if you're interested in supporting the stream, because it will help me, and of course it all helps me paying for the software and actually trying to improve the stream, of course, you know, be my guest, and that'll be much appreciated. But of course, don't feel obliged to. The offer's just there. But RJ then down the straight in third place in the McLaren. Up on time is Kick Melody too. He's up by half a second then on this lap around. It's a good effort from Kick Melody so far on this lap. He's going to skid it around to the left-hand side and towards the line here for Kick Melody. 8 minutes to go. He's in 4th position. He was up by half a second. Last lap around, last sector over the line for Melody. It's 3rd place. A 10th of a second up there, sorry, on that lap around. Qatar, lovely to drive, boring to race. Fair enough, but it's good to see you in here, mate. After you saying that you're going to iRacing, unfortunately, but I'm sure you're going to do very well. Indeed, going over there. Good race last race around. Unfortunately, didn't go your way, but P3 still not too bad at all. But anyway, Gambit 121.934 with a 1/10 improvement this lap around. He is up on time, and that is all that matters. Gambit could extend his pole margin even further. Here in qualifying, here in Qatar, towards the line for Gambit. Here in the Mercedes. He does extend it, of course he does. 2 tenths faster. It's a 1:21.703 for Gambit, the man that's second in the World Championship standings. And he's here today without Betty, his teammate, driving on his own for the Mercedes team, carrying them on his shoulders and doing a very good job at it so far. There's a 3/10 gap between pole and second place. Then behind that's RJ in third, and of course he's doing very well today. He really is quick. He's up on time by about a hundredth of a second then. Or he was anyway on the last sector, but he's slowed down now, and that is it for RJ's lap this time around. But he won't be long before he heads towards the line again, and hopefully we see more of that man. 6 minutes to go. RJ in third place. And, of course, like I mentioned, 14 people here today. A tiny bit less than what Helheim normally get. But I'm sure they're going to cook up something great. And, you know, these guys have spent months and months and months on end crafting the perfect grid. And here we are, months later, with a brilliant grid and some brilliant races. 11 rounds into this season. Big Bazooms is up on time in the first sector then, everybody. This time around, what can he do? What can he do today? He's up on time, that is all that matters, but towards the end of the second sector, is it any more of an improvement? It wasn't too shocking in the first. Is it in the second? It's up by 700th of a second, not too much, not too breathtaking, but it is time up, and that is all that matters for Big Bazooms. In 7th position at the moment. Spinning it round then towards the end of this lap. It's the final corner coming up next for Big Bazooms in the Aston Martin. Towards the line, it's a 1:22.6 to improve on. Can he do it over the line? It's a 1:22.3, 4.4. 3/10 improvement, Big Bazooms into third place. And fair play to the man. Puts it on third position here in qualifying so far. Not a bad effort at all from the Aston Martin. Venom towards the line. He's down in the pit lane. Yeah, I went to that league to get a seat time. Oh no, it was time to call it. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. And I think that's very wise as well. But I think we've all enjoyed your company at our league, especially me, because we, of course, had the history before. So it's nice to have had the league to commentate on you again. But nice stuff. And yeah, just quickly as well, if you do actually find any decent leagues on iRacing that you go and race in that need a commentator, maybe let me know about it. I'll see if I can maybe get my foot in the door with that kind of thing, but appreciate that. Anyway, Big Bazooms, third place, and he put on a brilliant time, to be fair, in third place here in qualifying. Very respectable. Mike D into the pit lane. Critical presence. He is definitely not on the lap at the moment. He's got no fuel either. That is probably explaining why he's struggling to get round the track in his Ferrari. But he heads round the final corner and straight into the pit lane for the Ferrari this lap around. But it's nice to see him back. Of course, when I commentated last Sunday in Mexico, he wasn't. Was it Mexico last Sunday? Or I think it was Mexico last Sunday. Anyway, he wasn't, of course, in attendance, but he's here today. It's nice to have him back for one of my streams. But 9 people in the stream chat. Thanks for joining us, everybody. A nice little showing today that we have got here at the moment. 14 drivers, every single one of them with a time on the board today. And you know what? It's a great effort. It really is. Very, very good effort from everybody here today on time. 3 minutes to go as well. 3 minutes to go before we reach the end of qualifying. And Melody is up by a 1/10.5 on the last lap around. Never mind, he's down on this one around. But he was up on the last lap into 5th. RJ over the line. He improved. Is he on the lap now? He's looking like he's on the lap. He is going for that pole time, isn't he? RJ is. Here we go. Let's follow along with him, because this man, we know he's capable of pole. We really do. he's just got to pull it out of somewhere. He's got quite a few temps to pole at the moment, about 0.7 of a second to pole position. But he is capable of it. Maybe not taking all of that chunks in one. He's got 600th of a second up. Kick Melody retires from qualifying. And RJ, as we spectate him, is doing his absolute best to get himself up into the top 3. He's improving marginally in the first sector. We'll see his progress once we hit the second sector. But it's not a bad effort so far. He is improving. Like I mentioned earlier, that is all that matters. It's an improvement. He isn't losing time. So either way, he's gaining. And that is brilliant. Perfect for him. Purple in the middle sector. And a 10.5 up then on that middle sector. Now he's only got the final sector to carry out then. The McLaren heading round the final 2 corners in the RJ, in the McLaren towards the line. Here comes RJ over the line. Is it going to be an improvement for him? It is. P3, 2/10th improvement for RJ. We knew he could do it, and he's into 3rd place. Very nice indeed. He has done everybody proud there, into 3rd place. I appreciate that, Ash. It means a lot. Thank you. Thank you very much. But yeah, cheers for sticking about as well. I guess you guys help make this all what it is. You know what I mean? So thank you very much. Ooh, it is Elmez down on time. But it's been a nice evening of racing. Of course, our league we've had first. Now we've got Helheim. And so far, so good. Qualifying, I've actually never commentated the league with qualifying so close. And these guys just hit the nail on the head with it, don't they? They are so spot on. And you do get some qualifying sessions with these lads where it is so marginal. It is so marginal. And that is what makes it exciting. But here we go then. 20 seconds left of qualifying, everybody. It's been exciting, but we're about to round it off now. Gambit up by 2.5 of a second. Where is this came from? For the Mercedes. Nobody expecting this then. In the first sector, already picked off 2.5. What is this man taking? He is rapid. Second in the Drivers' World Championship standings. His teammate not being here today is going to help him so much. And he's got 0.4 faster in the middle sector. All eyes now to Gambit in the Mercedes. It is an absolutely brilliant effort for this man. Rated F1 with a 1:21.692, marginally quicker than Gambit. But Gambit is going to knock everybody's socks off over the line. It's provisional pole again by 0.4 of a second faster there. It's a 1:21.266. And Gambit is on provisional pole here in Qatar. What a time here in qualifying. Big Bazooms is in 4. He is down on time. Critical Presence down on time. Keltman is on the side of the track, so won't be improving. Elmez as well is done. Bat Me God done an 11. Peter not improving. And ladies and gentlemen, Gambit is your pole sitter for Qatar. He's going to get a good start off the line, isn't he? We already know it. He's going to fly into the distance. Rated second. And RJ, the McLaren. It's a good effort. I'm really happy for him in 3rd place. And he will be starting on the 2nd row of the grid, everybody, come the Grand Prix in a few moments' time. But wow. Right, everybody, finish the results then for the qualifying session. It is Gambit taking pole position from Rated in 2nd, RJ in 3rd. I'm so happy for him, 3rd place. It's a good start from him. Big Presumes in 4th place. Venom 5, Kick Melody in 6, Mike in 7, Critical Presence in 8, Keltman 9, and Elmez in 10. Moving down the grid, Bat Me God 11, Eldo 12, Peter 13, and Ariel Speckle in 14. But that is it for qualifying. Next up is the Grand Prix, everybody. We'll see you pretty soon. But yeah, I'll just reiterate it, and everybody, of course, I've got the adverts now, and you can give me feedback on that as well if it's been too much. But if you want ad-free, you can subscribe to the channel. It will help me out a lot. And also, of course, I am sponsored by Track Titan as well, which if you, in the chat, I've got a little fancy thing. If you put ! Track Titan, I'll demonstrate it now. You will get the link for the 30-day free trial and 30% off your first month. So if you're interested, be sure to go ahead and click that, because it's a very good software. It'll help you out a hell of a lot if you need the help. So definitely have a think about it, because it is great. But Grand Prix will be starting soon, everybody. As we just await the announcement. I'm going to wait and see what time we'll be going. I've got to say, everybody, what a qualifying time. Thanks for joining me so far. For everybody in here still, I think there's 5 of you in here at the moment. So thanks very much. I think we've topped out at 10 at the moment for tonight here in Helheim. But it's a good effort from everybody in qualifying. Very close indeed. RJ taking third, of course. But pole position goes to Gambit. He's just too good. He's just too good. Fast, good driver. I'm not too sure when we're going to get going, but it shouldn't be too long. Maybe if Crit's in the chat still, you could let me know what they're saying in the group chat, and then that'd be great. Oh, there we go. Hello, mate. It's good to see you in the chat. How are you doing? Nice to see you. First time in here. Thanks very much for joining us. We're here for Helheim Racing, and we should be going soon for the Grand Prix. Missed out on a brilliant qualifying. I'm not even going to lie. It was great. Here we go. Grand Prix starting now. 3, 4, 5 lights then. Under the lights here in Qatar. And to get us going, Gambit, it's like Santa, where we go. He's fumbled the start. It wasn't a good start from the Mercedes already. Down into turn 1, racing F1 has got the start mastered into the first corner. What is going on in the backside? Is it? Oh, it's a restart, I think. It's got to be a restart. Surely. I think that's a restart. Because these boys have never done that before. Let me just quickly check. Hang on. Yes, definitely a restart. So we'll be getting going with that pretty soon. Yeah, regrid says Crit in the chat. Brilliant. So yeah, we are going to be restarting the grid. I'm not too sure what happened, but everybody, of course, is going to retire, and we can get racing again. For the people that have just joined, I can assure you this is not an accurate representation of Helheim. These guys are the cleanest lads I know. So just stick around, and it is going to be a good race once we regrid. It really is. Well, you seem like you've been busy in the chat, mate, to be fair. You seem like you've been very busy, but, you know, sounds very productive. Just the drivers that's lacking as always. I can definitely relate. I've got my own league, and oh my, to get it started, it can be such a pain. But yeah, anyway, finishing results for the Grand Prix that wasn't actually official, but we're going to get re-grid and we're going to go again. It is definitely going to be good though today. Qualifying was so close, and hopefully we can get this turned around as fast as possible. And then we can go racing again, everybody. It feels so weird seeing the subscription tab on my stream, because of course I've never had that before. But normally I can see that on other people's streams, but it's nice to see it on mine. But anyway, regrid then, everybody, for everybody, and let's get this. Oh, nearly left then. Let's get this turned around as fast as possible. I would put you on the Grand Prix starting soon screen, but I feel like you guys might want to have a chat, so I'll keep you with me to keep the engagement up. You can be with me for this brief moment, and we can have a nice chat. I'm not too sure why the invite didn't just work there, so I'm gonna have to ask for another one. But just give me a moment. I have one full tier plus reserves. It's the Aussies and the Americans, one lacking. I've been running since 2017. Jesus. Well, I mean, you sound pretty experienced then. Wow. Well, yeah. I guess when you're in one part of the community, it's quite hard to bring over the other side. Of course, I've got a lot of connections with the British people, but God, I'd struggle if I had to make an American tier. I really would. So yeah, all credit to you, to be fair, mate. Right, let's go. Back in the lobby, everybody. Let's get this turned around quickly, shall we? Qatar is so great, and there's 10 of you in the chat at the moment, so engagement's looking nice. Thanks for joining me for this Grand Prix here in Helheim. Of course, I always do our league first. On the Sundays at 7:30 p.m. Then we go straight into we go straight into Helheim at 9 p.m. And they always provide some great racing action. They really do. I can try and give you some stats for the next few minutes to give you an insight into what's been going on recently. From some of the graphics I can see in the chat, we've got on the last Wednesday race, Betty. So of course, the man that actually isn't here today, won that race, and I think he had a streak actually. So Betty won on Wednesday, and then Betty also won the Sunday before that. Did he win before that as well? Hang on, no, he didn't. He didn't win that one. So no, he didn't win that one, but he did win. He did win the two before that. So Betty has been on a 2-race streak win. Which is very nice to see. Doing very well for himself. Picking up a lot of fastest laps recently and things though. So can't fault the man. Really getting his name out there. Getting himself all on them graphics cards. But yeah, it's definitely between Betty. Of course, Gambit's up there. Big Presumes always finds himself up at the top of the grid as well. And occasionally as well, of course, we do see RJ as well, who I'm very happy to see in 3rd place today. But yeah, we'll see what the Grand Prix is like. Jeffrey in the chat, let's go racing again. Yep, let's do it again. But here we go. Hopefully get his turnaround. Like I mentioned, I would put you on the Grand Prix starting soon screen, but I feel like that's going to be quite boring for you. So I think you might as well just sit and talk to me. So if you've got any questions in the chat, fire away, and we can have a talk, because I'm going to try and divert my focus of the stream when we get racing. So if you've got anything to say, get it out now. Hopefully we don't get chaos into turn 1. Yeah, hopefully not. But I've got to admit, these boys here, they never really do, provide anything like that. It's majority of the time clean stuff. A lot of the boys here are older lads and older guys, and good stuff. It's good stuff from them, because we don't have any of the whinging children that you get in some leagues. It's very grown up from the lads. Betty's having troubles typing in the chat, which is a bit weird. I actually don't think there's anything I can do about that, unfortunately, but if he maybe refreshes thing. RWR guy in my league, and wow, this season has been shocking for him in turn 1. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I think some people, how do I put it? Some people will big up the fast drivers, but maybe cleanness are not always there. But yeah, no. Here we go. These boys know what clean is. These boys can recite the definition of clean. And we are ready. We are ready to get straight into this. No messing about. We don't have any formation laps here at Helheim. It is straight into the Grand Prix. And let's go. Let's go. I'm so excited, everybody. I'm so excited. And of course, this is going to get uploaded to the YouTube after as well. And it will be on the Twitch for 7 days after this Grand Prix. So you'll have time to watch it back. And, you know, just take your pick it when you want to watch it. But today should be good. Gambit on pole position for today's Grand Prix. And we'll be going pretty soon. Gambit on pole from, I can't remember who got second. I think it was I actually can't remember who got second place now, actually. Completely gone over my head. I'm going to have to look at that. It's going to annoy me. Hang on. Second place was rated. I think it was rated. Rated F1. It was either rated or... No, it was rated F1. There you go. Second guessing myself, sorry. Rated F1 second, I think. And then third was RJ. So let's see how that pans out then. It is 20 minutes to 10 then here in the United Kingdom. And we should probably be finished here about 10:30 tonight by the time all of this racing action is finished. So hopefully you enjoy this 40 to 50 minutes of racing action now that we've got coming up. Once it gets going, it should be soon. Yeah, really enjoying the stream today. Hope you're all enjoying too. It is very, just feeling very exciting. And the chat is very lively as well. NFL starts at 10:50. Yeah, it does. Yeah. You have to go and watch that after the stream, but we should be going soon. Nearly there. Come on. Everybody on the edge of their seats, waiting to go racing. Then here in Helheim Racing, we've been waiting a little while now. But I appreciate the support in the chat, everybody. I'm going to try and, like I mentioned, divert my focus to the stream. Unless there's nothing really going on and I can reply to you. But this is going to be for the stream now. The racing, sorry. Let's get a good race. Let's get a good comms as well, shall we? Hopefully it's going to be a good day. Right. Hang on. There we go. We've waited a little while now. Hopefully it's finally time. I think I've just got a message starting at 21:43. Well, that's now. So get ready, everybody, because the Grand Prix is about to begin. In the chat, you're always entertaining, mate. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Right. Everybody strap in. Get yourselves ready. I can see Energize in the chat as well, lurking in there, not even saying anything. Can't believe it. Welcome in, mate. Welcome in. Grand Prix about to begin. 9 of you here to watch it. And everybody should be ready up about now. So the Grand Prix will be beginning in a few moments' time. No formation lap. There's no messing about. It is straight into it today, everybody. But Qatar always serves up some great action. And let's go. Right, 3, 4, 5 lights, everybody. Here in Qatar, we're going to get going. Yes, we are. Gambit with a brilliant start off the line. Better than last time around. And down into turn 1. Is he going to take the lead? Is he going to continue the lead? Yes, he is. Down the inside, though, Rated F1 out of absolutely nowhere. It is side-by-side level, pegging through the first corner. But Gambit stays ahead from Rated in second now. RJ trying to hold on into third. Big Bazooms as well in 4. On air with Mike is in 5. Melody trying to stay side by side with on there with Mike. He's on the outside line. Kick Melody though. He sticks it on the inside line and he just stays ahead there very nicely indeed. Up into 5th position for the McLaren on lap 1 of 29. 29 laps then we're going to have around here, everybody, in Qatar. And Gambit is driving ahead and doing very well indeed. There's a driver off the track of Aerial Speckle, everybody, in this race so far, but he's left as well. Hasn't retired, but left. So that is going to be the AI at the moment. Gambit, fastest lap then in this Grand Prix on lap 2 of 29. And he leads down into turn 1 by 0.2 of a second. The Red Bull trying to chase him down into the first corner. And at the moment doing a very good job of staying on the backside. We haven't really seen a move between them at the moment. The only thing we saw is into turn 1. They were getting very close and feisty with the battling, which is nice to see. But here we go then. The Red Bull pushing on the backside of the Mercedes. Eldo in the pit lane as well. I didn't realise, in his Aston Martin, getting on the new compound of tyres only on the second lap of this race. So something clearly went very wrong there for him here today. But first pit stop of the Grand Prix coming in there. Gambit leading this Grand Prix still though off the line where he started on pole position. Rated in second and RJ in third. This is where the top 3 starters, and they're staying where they started at the moment. Peter with a penalty, and Peter with the first penalty of the Grand Prix today. Rated though in the Red Bull is looking like he could mount a challenge on Gambit here. It is looking like it is possible. Look at the speed, the closing speed already heading into the final corner. He's definitely got the speed and the expertise to make the move through past Gambit. It is the fastest driver who can take the lead, and it's looking like Rated F1 now down the inside. He's ahead of Gambit into turn 1, and Rated in the Red Bull is leading this Grand Prix. From Gambit now in second place, RJ in third, Kick Melody in 4, Big Bazooms in 5, Mike in 6, Venom 7, Keltman in 8, Critical Presence 9, and Bat Me God rounding off the top 10. Peter 11 and Elmez in 12. These two serving up a nice little battle at the back, aren't they? At this moment in time, which is nice to see the Haas and the RB. Around the outside, the Haas tries to give it a challenge there, but he can't make the move this time around. But the RB is standing on business, stands up at the top and stays ahead then of the man behind him. But the battling ahead continues, and everybody's still in their little pods at the moment. But nice thing we've got going on here, of course, is Rated leading this Grand Prix and fastest in the middle sector too. We see this a lot in leagues. Not so good on qualifying time, but during the race they really come out of their shell and they can race to the line faster than anybody else can, and that is looking like what Rated can do today. Gambit, finally someone has been able to overtake him. But how long for? Because Gambit now with the DRS will it be DRS now? Yes, it will. DRS activated down towards turn 1. It's the Mercedes into the lead of the Grand Prix once more. It is ahead past the Red Bull, and the Mercedes dominant once more into the lead of today's Grand Prix. Rated dropping down to second now in this race on lap 4. Then it's RJ in third, but a very nice start from all the drivers at the moment. And you know what? It's pretty exciting indeed so far. It really, really is. But thanks to everybody in the chat watching along, or hello to the people that are watching this back after. Let me know what the stream quality looks like. I think it's looking pretty decent. But yeah, I'm enjoying this so far. Really, qualifying was great. The Grand Prix so far is seeming to be decent as well. But normally, towards the end of the Grand Prix, we get some crazy thing that happens, and we end up getting a photo finish or something like that. It ends up great at the end. But so far, so good from all the drivers. Rated F1, though, looking like he could mount a challenge now on Gambit. He is definitely not going to give up now in this race. Rated F1 in his Red Bull is going to try and mount that challenge now on Gambit. The man that started on pole, he's been overtaken once, he got past him again. Now he's going to get overtaken once again down the inside. Rated in the Red Bull, leading once more in this Grand Prix on lap 5 of 29. And it is very much looking like these two are going to keep swapping all race long, isn't it? At the moment, which we do see in a lot of leagues. And you know what? I don't mind it. As long as we get some good action from the front, these two boys can carry on all race long if it was up to me. But behind, ooh, Keltman. Look at that, trying to make a move. He was on the outside line there, just doing what he can. And at the moment, having to drop back into 9. But the Williams is looking a bit feisty on the backside of the Ferrari. Critical presence with a 3-second penalty. Second driver to get a penalty in the chat. Everyone saying good quality, thank you very much. That's good then. I was just making sure because I don't want it to be awful pixelated stuff. But there comes Keltman on the backside of the Ferrari. Can he make a move? Can he mount a challenge is the key word today. The Williams car doing absolutely everything he can. Keltman in 9. He's got the nice little race ahead of him. He's got the medium compound tyres. And still a long while to go, to be fair. But lap 5 of 29. 5 laps have gone by pretty fast, if you ask me. And we're going to head towards the main straight. Maybe this time around Keltman can make the move on the Ferrari. But we're going to head towards the line. Looking like it might happen. The gap is 0.5 of a second, but you know what? He still could gain. With the DRS, he's still going to get a bit closer. And down towards turn 1. That's not the only thing happening because more moves are suddenly starting to emerge then down into the first corner. If you see on your track map as well, you can see that Rated and Gambit are just still tussling away up at the front. And Rated is your race leader at this moment in time. Into the first sector they go. But all this battling behind still continues within the pack. And enjoying it so far. It's good stuff. The two Ferraris find themselves in 7 and 8 in this Grand Prix so far. Trying to keep themselves through the pack. Maybe trying to drag themselves through and pull themselves along as a team. But lap 6 of 29. It's going very fast indeed here today. And only a few laps away from 20 to go. Back to the front then, and we can see Gambit on Rated. Can Gambit be the man to make the overtake this time around? I think last lap around, I don't think he could. I think Rated stayed ahead. And this time the gap's nearly half a second. It is half a second. We saw earlier on that that wasn't possible. But it's looking more possible this time as Gambit gets closer and closer. Just edges himself a little bit closer. Meter by meter, but it just isn't enough this time to make the move on the Red Bull. Once again has to stay back, and no moves then. No moves down into turn 1 for them two. Melody and Mike having a battle at the moment, and the McLaren is on the inside line. Around the outside goes Mike. But the McLaren holds on to 4th position at this moment in time. That man is ahead. 5th position is Mike. Big Presumes is in 6th. More importantly, though, RJ has held on to P3 very well. It could be a podium finish for him today if he holds on to this. It's a very quiet race for him. It really is if it stays like this. But you know what? I respect it, and he could go ahead and take a podium. If not, higher positions if he can step on it a bit more or something happens in the front. You know, there's a lot of time left in this Grand Prix, and a lot could happen as well. So, you know, don't be completely closed off for that because a lot could happen before we reach the end of this race today. Down towards the line then, it's the Red Bull. And Gambit again. This time the challenge is apparent. It is brilliant stuff from Gambit. And he makes the move into the lead. Finally, he gets his moment in the sun once again. And he's ahead into the lead then of this Grand Prix on lap 8 of 29 with 21 laps before the end. Big Bazooms is around the outside of Kick Melody as well. Who will get ahead this time around? Doing his best as the Aston Martin down the inside. They're going side by side through these corners. But look at that. Kick Melody with a better exit on that lap around. He's ahead then into P4. A very fast track that we've got here today. And, I mean, the laps are just over in a shot, aren't they? They're just incredibly fast. I think, unfortunately, Betty's having problems with talking on the chat. So, unfortunately, he's not being able to chat. But I'm sure he's still here. And can still watch along. But thanks to everybody being here at the moment. 8 of you in the chat at the moment. But yeah, let me know if you're enjoying so far. It has been good action from the drivers at the moment. Been very clean as well. Nothing really too dirty yet. Gambit leading from Rated. Can he take the revenge on him then? Oh, very easily. Look at this. The closing speed is too quick. Down the inside as Keltman gets a 3-second penalty as well. But into the lead goes Rated once more on Gambit. And he's into P1. Gambit has to concede second place is where he will have to sit for now. As RJ still in third. He's got 7.2 to the front. And behind, I'll be able to see in a second because these two are scrapping away. Big Bazooms and Melody having a bit of a scrap at the back. And Big Bazooms this time around is looking like he's the man ahead for the inside line. Side by side, who is going to get ahead? The McLaren with a better exit round the outside. It's going to be a right-hander coming up next. And the McLaren has done him around the outside. The McLaren of Kick Melody has put a very good time on the board there. And he is ahead into 4, everybody. That was a brilliant overtake then from Kick Melody round the outside. Not something you see very often, is it? So, great stuff. Eldo is no man's land big time. Absolutely, he is. He's got nobody around him at the moment on lap 9 of 29. 20 to go. And, you know, this is going incredibly fast. It really is. And the race, they always seem to be faster when the action's better. This is what we're looking for, isn't it? Because here comes Gambit to take the lead again. Back again down the inside for the Mercedes. And he's leading once more. What do you know? He is leading again. Like always, Gambit is always the man ahead. His teammate's not here today to spoil the fun. And Gambit is looking like he's got a 50% chance of being victorious today because it just depends on who's ahead when they get towards the line. That might all change if we get a safety car, but side by side, Big Bazooms and Melody again. This time around, Bazooms is ahead into 4. Here comes Venom as well. Here comes Venom down the inside line. It's 3 abreast nearly going into there. Venom and the McLaren wheel banging then going through them corners there. And the Ferrari seems to be just ahead at the moment around the outside line. The McLaren just brakes later though. And he is into 5 in this race. But wow, the Ferrari's mounting a challenge on the guys in front out of absolutely nowhere. Finally getting in on the action of Venom. He's in P6 at the moment, but he was very on for P4 then as he was just battling ahead. Good stuff from the Ferrari and the McLaren too in this race so far. Here we go then, everybody. Round to the right-hand side. It is Venom on the inside line. He gets through past Mike. Fends him off well. He'll get the DRS down the straight as multiple overtakes happening here. Critical presence into P7 if he can do it. This is what we like to see. Here comes Crit then into 7, trying to get down the inside of the V car up towards his teammate. And he hasn't been able to do so far up ahead as well. It's never ending. It's never ending. Everybody just battling ahead then at this moment in time. and it's brilliant stuff, what we like to see. Right, sorry about that, everybody. Right, okay. So, good stuff so far from everybody involved. 14 drivers here, and we haven't actually lost anybody. 12 laps in out of 29. The race is going incredibly fast so far today, but Rated is currently the man ahead, and of course the top two just keep swapping positions all race long. I think it's a matter of who's ahead when we get towards the line, but that could all change if we get a safety car, which could really throw everybody into the mix then, and it could go either way. But if we don't get a safety car, if it's a clean run right to the end, that is possibly what is going to happen then. But we've got a nice chunk of drivers then in the middle here, all a bit separated, but towards the line, nothing a bit of DRS can't sort, and we're going to get there now. And of course, an overtake is going to happen here. Oh, McLaren into the pit lane then of Kick Melody, who's been providing some good racing action around today. Now he finds himself in the pit lane with some new tyres. I'm not too sure what he's going on for. It should be the hard compound today, as it is the hard for the McLaren. I don't know why the McLaren pit mechanics look so weird, but yeah, new tyres then for him. Lap 13 of 29 in this Grand Prix. Gambit is leading this time around now from Rated, but we're about half race distance then in this race. We aren't too far away before we reach it. Only about 2 more laps before we're into the second half of the Grand Prix, and these two just seem to keep going at it all race long at the moment. It's Gambit and Rated. They're not going to stop. They are not going to stop until we get to the end. Eldo with a 3-second time penalty in this Grand Prix, and we're going to head towards the line. Of course, the DRS will be activated once more. And a bit of deja vu for everybody because we've seen this all before. Towards the line, into the pit lane, they follow each other in. Gambit and Rated slow down just in time. No penalties for either of them as well, which is of course great because now it will all be even still. But new tyres for both of them. They're both right next to each other in the pit box as well, coming out at the same time. And it's the both hard compound tyres then for the Mercedes and the Red Bull. RJ as well in the pit lane. The top three all decide to replicate each other, mirror each other, do the exact same thing. And the Ferraris decided to do the same thing as well because the mechanics are out. Yeah, Ferrari, I think the RB's here now. Elmas is in as well on lap 14 of 29. About halfway in, and everybody's decided to make their pit stops now. RJ coming out in 5. But I think there's a few people that haven't pitted yet. Yes, it is Venom and Big Bazooms that haven't gone in yet, which explains why most of the drivers are a bit further back than they normally were. But coming out of the pit lane now, they're all going to filter into the guys that haven't pitted yet, and of course they are still going to have to make that pit stop unless they made it earlier, and then they are all good. But it's lap 14 of 29. Half race distance you could class it now, pretty much, only a lap difference. And Venom is your leader, but it is it is. It's not really the lead, is it? Because he hasn't gone into the pit lane, so it's Gambit really in the lead at the moment. But we're just waiting for the two guys in front to make their pit stops finally, and then we're going to get the actual leaders up at the front. It's Gambit though in third, rated 4, RJ5. Then it's Critical Presence in 6. Kick Melody's there in 7 with Mike looking for the move down the inside. Can he make the move on the McLaren? It's a lovely move. Can he mount the pressure on him? No, he can't. He can't this time around. He very much tried down the inside, but not able to do so just as of yet. I hope you're enjoying the chat so far. It's good to see some new faces around, of course. Garrison's gone now, but yeah, it's good to see some new faces in the chat. And thanks for joining us for Helheim. Of course, we had our league before this, so if you're interested in going and watching that, that is uploaded as well. But this will be up straight away after this is done, so you can go and watch that back. But Venom with a 3-second penalty adds, is it another one to the tally, or is it his first one, I think, today in this race? But what a brilliant move this will be then. Critical Presence pushing on the backside of Kick Melody. Not able to make that move stick there, but he was really mounting the pressure on him this time around. The McLaren looking a bit iffy on the exit there, and the Ferrari just doing what he can to pick up on the pieces. He's right there on the exit, but nothing close enough at the moment for him. Eldo on his absolute own. We've had all the pit stops come in, and that man is still in no man's land. 58 seconds behind him, 25 in front. Fair play to him though for carrying on. You know, he's got the 3-second penalty as well. I mean, God, straight through the boards. Oh God, oh no, it's not good for Eldo. But fair enough to carrying on. He gets another 3-second penalty as well, which is a 9-second now for that man. Into the barrier for Eldo. Not sure if that was purposeful or not, but lap 16 of 29. And Venom from Big Presumes, Gambit in third. Seems like Critical Presence and Melody are having it out again as well down into turn 1. Just ahead gets Crit. Gambit as well up in the front, gets through past Big Presumes, which is nice to see. He's into second. Of course, he is in the provisional lead. At the moment in the chat, he's trying to cause a safety, possibly, yeah. He's down in 13. Surely he can't be driving that. No offense, that bad. He was going all over the track. You know what I mean? It just doesn't seem right. Doesn't add up. But anyway, 0.3 of a second then from Eldo now retired in the pit lane. Oh, he has brought the safety car out as well. So safety car deployed, everybody, and that is going to change the dynamics of the race up a hell of a lot today. Safety car deployed. It's Venom 1, Gambit 2, Big Presumes 3. Everyone in the pit lane. Haven't played it yet, so I'm going to put on the sponsorship video, of course, for Track Tyson. But just quickly sit back, relax, and the Grand Prix will be resumed in a few laps' time.
Track Titan is the fastest way to become a better sim racer, with highly personalized insights assuring that you get the coaching that you need. Track Titan automatically records your driven laps and lets you pinpoint exactly where you're making mistakes, where you're losing time, and how you can fix it. When you sign up with Track Titan, you'll be able to analyze your driving, learn about tracks in the academy, and participate in driving challenges and community races.
And leaping off the line whilst Ryan needs to defend from Max 27, and Max 27's up, and Max 27's well up.
Allowing you to improve your sim racing at your own pace and in a friendly and helpful community. The Track Titan analysis doesn't just show you exactly where you're losing time, but also what faster drivers are doing differently than you, from racing lines to steering inputs. This way you're not only made aware of your mistakes, but you're also given a solution to fix them. In the Academy, you can learn all about different tracks, how to properly drive them, test your knowledge, and of course, beat the driving challenge. And we've also built up a wonderful community of sim racers who love to help each other out, share stories, videos and pictures, and who participate in the weekly hot lap challenges and races. With even more features coming in the future, be sure to check out Track Titan with a link in the description or...
Right there, everybody, we are back, and safety car, of course, still out. Most people caught up though. We're only waiting on Back Me God and Aerial Speckle then in this race. Then everybody is caught up to the safety car and we can get racing once again. Only a few laps to go now in terms of length. It isn't really too bad, especially if we have some good racing. It's going to fly by, it really is. And so far it has been so good. Round we go again. We won't be getting racing yet, but it should be the next lap around, and the lap we get racing is most likely going to be 10 laps before the end, which is great in the chat, isn't it? Charlie Racer, I can say they're a great bunch of you guys and very clean race. Yeah, absolutely. That is why Sundays is so good for me, because they are two perfectly clean leagues and always provides some great racing action. But you know what, it's something you don't really get very much around here, because the whole entire grid pretty much is full of clean drivers, which is great. But Venom, you know, we used to see him quite a lot up at the front, and today he is up there. He has made a pit stop. Venom is actually up there at the front. He isn't in place of anybody. That man is up at the front then today in the Ferrari. Can it go his way today? Safety car in this lap and gifted P1 by a safety. I mean, you're absolutely right, mate. Exactly what's happened, but it is what it is. He got very lucky this time around. Very lucky indeed, actually. And we are ready to get racing again pretty soon, everybody. 7 of you in the stream chat. It's been good so far. Lap 18 of 29 is about to be concluded. We're going to get racing again on lap 19. Gives us 10 laps before the end. Let's get going again then, shall we? Down into turn 1, the Ferrari with a brilliant start then. Trying to fend off Gambit already. 2 of them into turn 1. It's with Big Bazooms and Gambit both having a bit of a scrap into the first corner. But the Ferrari comes out very strong out of that one. Then, of course, Gambit in second place. Big Bazooms in third. The Aston Martin fighting for his life in third place at the moment, doing what he can. Gambit, though, is in second. We know he's capable of taking the lead. When is he able to go ahead and do that? RJ as well, up into P6. This man started in P3, so he's down 3 from where he started. It's not what he wants. He had to make 2 pit stops as well. I don't think that was to plan, but we'll see what he can do with 10 laps to go. He could definitely put it back. I'm not sure about it being very easy, but I'm sure he can pull it from somewhere. We'll see what he can do. 10 laps to go then. Venom gifted the lead then by this safety car that was brought out by Eldo, Critical Presence and keep Melody going side by side. And Melody through past 1 and past 2 down the inside. The McLaren into 8th position. It was a beautifully executed move, and it is through to 8th position in this race. Keltman now with the 3-second penalty as well. What a move then from Melody. He's been really giving it everything with his battles. I'd go as far to say he would probably be one of the driver of the day today, or at least in the vote, because he has done a very good job at giving us some good action. But 9 laps to go down into turn 1, side by side. It's RJ trying to make a move past Keltman into 5th. Can he get the move up? He's into 5th for a split second, but will it be enough to get ahead? It's not looking likely at the moment, but around the outside, the better exit from the McLaren will enable him to take 5th position. He's gone ahead and done it, and he is ahead in the chat. That was nice by Melody, absolutely. You got to agree, Melody, he's been doing great today. He's been really good with the overtakes, giving us some good action. It's exactly what we like to see. But Back Me God down in 11 and Peter, they just seem to switch positions, so maybe something's going on there. We missed that, unfortunately. But all this at the front continues, and Venom, we know him as a fast driver. Normally, or as of recent, he hasn't really been up there as much as we'd like him to be, but today's been gifted the safety car lead, the lead after the safety car, sorry, and he's been handling it well. But of course, down into turn 1, the gap's very close. He's at big risk of being overtaken with the DRS down into turn 1. But here comes the Mercedes then on the Ferrari. They activate the DRS down into turn 1. Here's ahead then into the lead of the Grand Prix. Here comes the Aston Martin of Big Bazooms as well. He'll go down the inside of the Ferrari, and he's made that move look easy into 2nd place. Big Bazooms out of nowhere is now on the front row of the grid today here in Qatar. Next to overtake is Gambit. Well, I wasn't expecting him to get to 2nd place. Already overtook the Ferrari. But Mike with a 3-second penalty then, everybody, in this race. There's 8 laps to go before the end, and some brilliant action we are witnessing at the moment. Gambit has been driving superbly well. He's ahead. He found his way through past Venom. Venom lost the positions. He's down 2, down to 3. Gambit's pitted twice and still finds himself in the lead. It just shows how fast he is and how good of a driver this man is. But I hope the adverts haven't been too much for you today, really. But it's not something I'm really thinking about turning on. It's going to help towards paying for the security software that I'm using for these races. Yeah, but it's been great. It's been great, and you know, just a cheeky suggestion. It's got a subscription box now, so if you want ad-free, you can subscribe to the Jack Crossley Comms channel in the top right. But moves happening down the straight. Venom into 2nd again, past Big Bazooms. Rated has to stay in 4, but Gambit's still ahead. It is Venom in 2nd, and Big Bazooms in 3rd. Everybody giving it all they've got then in this race. As Rated picks up a penalty now. It's really staggered across the grid. Actually, Gambit not with a penalty, Big Bazooms not with one either. Venom in the middle does have one at this moment in time, which isn't helpful for him. Critical presence with a 3-second penalty then, everybody, in this Grand Prix, and only a few laps before the end as well. Down the inside for Rated. He's gone ahead and done it. Can he try and stay ahead though? 3rd place is his. He's got Venom ahead. It's good action from everybody involved at the moment, but the Ferrari just manages to pull himself ahead. Behind that is Racing F1 at the moment, but what a move from all of them at the moment and giving us some stellar action before the end of the Grand Prix, everybody. But only 6 laps to go before the end now. Only 6 before we reach the end, which has gone very fast. It really has. But 6 to go. Gambit is leading by 2.2 seconds in this Grand Prix. But a 2.2 second gap for Gambit means he could go ahead and take today's win. He's not got a penalty either. Time's on his side today, and it could definitely go ahead and work out for him. With only a few laps before the end. He is racing his heart out there today in Qatar. He knows the circuit so well, you can see by the way he drives, but this is the kind of racing we want to see now from behind, because Rated is looking for the move on Venom. Can we get the same 1 and 2 that we started with in the Grand Prix? Here comes Rated on Venom, down the inside and towards the main straight. It's Rated once again into second and back where he started today. It's a good effort from that man, actually, right up to second place. Venom now in third, but more importantly, we need to see the penalties. 3 seconds from both of them. It's going to cancel it out. It presumes an RJ could get P2 and P3. Absolutely. They are 4th and 5th at the moment, and they have not got a penalty. They're in a good second. I said 4th and 5th. Oh no, not second. No, never mind. I'm second guessing myself. They're in 4th and 5th. They could take 2nd and 3rd if they get close enough, because the 2 guys in front have got 3 second time, and it is Big Presumes and RJ are very close. Looking like a 2 and 3 then for them 2 at the moment. RJ could be on the podium where he started in today's race. Gambit is looking like he might just go ahead and win it anyway. He's got no penalties at all. He's just going to fly ahead into the distance at the moment, like he already is doing. He's got Racy behind him. Elmez with a 3 second penalty now. Your biggest penalty is critical presence with 15 on the grid then today at the moment. But here we go then. Action heading round the final corner. Will we get any moves between any of the drivers? It's looking like we might be able to get something down the straight. Maybe the Ferrari gaining on the RB. The RB gaining on the Haas car more though. Down into turn 1. Here comes Mike on Elmez into 8th position. It's a brilliant move, and he's into 8th for now, but trying to challenge him down the outside. Can he stay ahead? The Haas car fights back again down the inside. He won't let it go that easy. Side by side through the right-hander. It's the RB with a much better exit though, and he's through past the Haas car into 8th. Now he's got to think about the Ferrari on the backside, who is also giving it the big one with critical presence, so he's right there as well, trying to make the moves in P10 at the moment. But lap 25 and 29, it'll say safety car, but we aren't on the safety car. It's just a stupid game that they need to get sorted, because it's always rubbish every year. As they are the Ferrari right off the track, losing positions into P11. Oh, critical presence is race is done for now. He's got penalties. That's it for Crit. He's got penalties. He's down in 11. He's going to lose another. He's probably going to lose another position soon. But it's unfortunate, but it happens in the chat. While that V car had amazing speed, then he did. He really did. But down the straight, we're going to get anything else then from all the drivers. Maybe the Aston Martin can gain towards the Ferrari, but I don't think it's close enough for an overtake just yet. Oh, hang on a minute. It might just be able to. Down the inside. Look at this from Big Bazooms. I didn't think he could do it. Through past the Ferrari. He found the speed from somewhere, and he's into 3rd, so he's guaranteed a podium at the moment if he can carry this on. 3 more to go if he can withstand that, and he'll take a podium easily today with the guy ahead of him with a 3 second penalty as well. So at the moment, Big Bazooms is on for 2nd place. RJ could be on for P3 if he finds a bit more time. At the moment he's dropped below that 3 second threshold. Now back into 2.8, so he's safe again at this moment in time. He needs to find a bit more time to be a bit more safe then towards the line, because he can't afford any mistakes. He'll lose that time very easily. It will go down the drain, and all that hard work for absolutely nothing for that man as we head round up towards the end of the 2nd sector for Gambit. well, what a race it's been so far, I've got to say. Aldo, the only driver out of today's race, leaves us with 13. The battle behind with Mike and the Keltman continues as well. And Mike into 7 in this race. Going off wide there goes Keltman in the Williams, and he's got a 6-second penalty as well. There goes 3s, 6s, now 18 for critical presence. It's a big penalty for that man in 11. But towards the line, you know what, he does get he's got penalties today, but he's a clean driver, and that is exactly why he's good. Side by side, Venom and Big Bazooms, side by side. Are we going to get a battle here? Yes, we are, but Venom is into 3rd. Big Bazooms now dropping down, and he is off the podium. It's looking like he might be able to go ahead and get it in the chat. Big Bazooms, driver of the day for me, 100%. I would probably agree with you, actually. It's been good stuff from Big Bazooms. I'd also say Kit Melody's been providing some good racing earlier on. But yeah, Big Bazooms has been driving great on lap 27 now of 29, only a couple laps before the end. Next lap is the penultimate, then we've got the final before that is it, the end of the Grand Prix, which has been a very fun one indeed. I was a bit confused at the start because, of course, everybody crashed. I was thinking this is not the Helheim I know, but I didn't realise they were resetting. And I didn't see an announcement either, but I think it's because they're all in a voice chat, so they're all talking to each other. But anyway, it confused me. But this is a lot more accurate representation of our league, Helheim. Oh my god! But yeah, they're really good and very clean as well. But 88 minutes into the stream, nearly an hour and a half into today's stream. So in total for me, we're just about reaching 3 hours stream time today, which is very long, but every Sunday we know how we do. But there we go then. Bigger zooms on the backside of Venom. Maybe on the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix we'll get a move. It's been good action all race long from everybody involved, but Big Bazooms especially has been giving it large. He's been doing brilliantly on the track today. He deserves all the credit that he's going to get. But Kit Melody as well, I've got to say, for me, one of my personal favourites today. He's been driving brilliantly, giving us some great racing action for the commentary. But the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix has come about. This is the lap before the final. And it is Gambit from Rated from Venom. Gambit is very much looking like he could take the win, but Big Bazooms with a 3-second penalty. Now that all gets evened out. Now RJ could be on possibly for a podium. I don't think he could, actually. I don't think he could. We'll have to see, though. We'll have to see how it's going to work out for RJ. He started in 3rd. I'm sure he'd be very happy to get himself back in 3rd to finish the Grand Prix off, but that's what we're going to have to see in the chat. He says P4 where he could finish, so we're going to have to see what's going to happen. I can't actually work that out. Down the straight though, side by side, RJ on, is that, oh, it's on a back marker this time around, but the final lap of the Grand Prix has come about an hour and a half into today's stream. And Gambit is looking like he could go ahead and take today's win by a storm. His teammate, with the absence of his teammate, of course, has carried the team on his shoulders very well. And looking like he's going to be victorious today. But behind that, Rated in 2nd, Big Bazooms in 3rd, Venom for RJ in 5. It's all getting a bit serious now. RJ could get P3, and it's reiterated in the chat as well, as I've just said that, which is quite exciting. RJ, who started in 3rd, dropped down. His furthest down has been quite a bit, but he's managed to find his footing again up towards P5. He could be on for a P3 here with the penalties that are given, though. Gambit is going to head up towards the final few corners. His teammate has been absent. He's carried the Mercedes team on his shoulders all race weekend long, and it's paying off for him massively. Over the line, Gambit takes the win then here in Qatar. Rated takes 2nd. Now can RJ take 3rd? Over the line, Big Bazooms then will cross the line. RJ takes 3rd place. He gets it into 3rd. He takes the podium. And aren't we all happy for that, man? He very much gets it there, and it's very much deserved as well. The 2 guys ahead of him with 3 and 6 second time penalties, and RJ gets himself on the podium for today's Grand Prix. Back where he started in 3rd place, but a very good finish from RJ. Good presumes for moving down the grid. We'll see that in a few moments' time, but what a finish. Keep Melody driver of the day, so the game recognises it. Right, everybody, finish results for today's Grand Prix. Gambit takes the win, putting 26 points in his bag and actually reducing the gap between him and his teammate by a lot, which is very good for him. Rated takes 2nd. RJ just slips onto the podium at the end, picking up 15 points for himself. Big Presumes in 4, Venom 5, Melody 6, Batmegod 7, Mike in 8, Keltman 9, and 10 is Elmez. Moving on the grid, 11, Peter, 12, Critical Presence, 13, Ariel, and 14 is Eldo. But that is it, everybody, from me for tonight. If you've been here from the very start, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. From 7:30 p.m. all the way now to 10:30. It's been a very, very long night. Over 3 hours of commentary. We finally got through it. Good racing action as well. Thanks for joining me. I will see you all next Sunday. Good night.